Hi, my name's Daisy and today I'm starting a whole new project and it's book reviewing, which I've never done before, so I'm really excited to get into, and hopefully I will get some good feedback from you guys watching this and that'll be exciting. Today's book I will be reviewing is Cassandra Clare's Clockwork Princess, which is the final book in the Infernal Devices trilogy, and Cassie has surpassed herself with this trilogy, and I can honestly say this is probably my favourite book that she's written so far. And I have read all the Mortal Instruments series, and I have obviously now read the Infernal Devices trilogy, and I have a special place in my heart for the Mortal Instruments because it's the first series that I read from Cassandra Clare. And I'm really excited for the movie, and next weekend we get the trailer from WonderCon, so that's even more exciting. So I will probably make a video about that as well. The Infernal Devices series, if you have never heard about it before, we are following Tessa Gray's story as she's thrown into the world of the Shadowhunters. Now, Shadowhunters are basically demon-kicking butt people. We have demons and then we have downworlders, which involve vampires and werewolves and fairies and warlocks. Now there's also a dastardly villain in this series that we follow. I'm not going to give away too much because if you haven't read Clockwork Angel then I don't want to spoil the series for you, but I highly suggest that you go pick up a copy of Clockwork Angel as soon as possible. Now on to the Clockwork Princess discussion. Now, as we know from the end of Clockwork Prince, if you haven't read Clockwork Prince, don't listen any further, but we know that Jem has proposed to Tessa, which is very cute and happy, but at the same time Will has found out that his curse isn't real and has basically gone, but I love Tessa, I'm going to tell Tessa I love Tessa. Then tells Tessa and she just breaks his heart. So that's nice, Tessa. Good going. So sucks for Will. With Clockwork Princess, I found that the book was very character driven, as all of Cassie's other books are, and I tend to find that they have the plot line, like we have the plot line of Mortman, and he is obviously quite a big part of the book, but it's more about what's happening with the characters and what's happening with their lives and the relationship between Will and Jem and Tessa, and even with Charlotte and Henry. And we've also got the Lightwood brothers, they're more featured in this book. I just love Cassie's characters, and she always translates the Victorian world very well, and I always feel like I'm in there with the petticoats and my dress and kind of like sitting in the corner just watching it. But obviously, if you're a dude reading the books and watching this, you don't have to be in the dress. You don't have to. Not if you don't want to be. You can be in the Victorian man get-up if you want. I know that with Cassie, she never tends to leave any, loose ends unless there's a reason for it. And I can honestly say, I think there's only one little bit in here that I was kind of like, oh, I need to know now. The rest of the time, she kind of just, when she ends something, she ends it properly. She doesn't go out with she goes out with a bang, and a good bang, a good end of the book. It made me feel all kinds of feels, and it made me cry, and it made me sad, and it made me woeful, and then it made me laugh quite a bit, and then at other points I was smiling and happy, and then the next moment Cassie rips that from you, from right out, the rug right out from the under of your feet, and you're sitting on the floor just going, oh, it's not fair. So that's pretty much the emotional ride that you get with this book. So enjoy that, my fellow reading friends. You're gonna need a lot of tissues for this book. So I think I'm gonna have to get into the spoilery zone. So if you haven't read the book any further, come back afterwards, because I ain't being responsible for any spoilers. It's at your own discretion now. So we have a deal. You can come back once you finished it, but not before that, and don't read the family tree. Not like I did. Don't do it. It's bad for you. Clearly the spoiler section of this video is also freezing cold because I've had to go grab a cardigan in that meantime. Okay, alright, first the book. Okay, demon pox is real. Okay, let's just sit here and do a delighted little dance in our heads. Will was right. And from demon pox we get the wonderfulness of Lightworm. That is just perfection. That just made me laugh. Lightworm. Brilliance. Just pure brilliance. Also, speaking of the Lightworms, I was so happy that Sophie gets her happy ending with Gideon, because I like Gideon more than Gabriel. Gabriel, I just kind of feel like sometimes I like him and then sometimes I just want to slap him across the face. But he was very very, very, very blah, blah, blah. He was well paired with Cecily. I'm also so happy that we get some Henry and Charlotte loving in this, and they're less cold to each other, especially as she's got a bun in the oven, you know. Little cute little babies. I love babies. Oh, just babies, they're so cute. Oh, even imaginary babies, they're so cute. The one part that I was kind of happy, sad and confused was both when Jasmine, I don't know how to say that either. So we have that, and then Nate dies. I think he dies in this book, otherwise I'm getting severely confused. Those two deaths at the end, you were like, oh, maybe I do like them more than I think I did. Before that, you were just like, don't like you. It's like Gabriel just wanted to slap Nate around the face half the time, and I was like, how can you betray your sister? That is so mean. Just don't do that. That is just... I so knew also, especially as I had kind of read the family tree beforehand, but I knew my natural instincts, regardless of that, I knew Jem wasn't dead, because Jem had not been declared in the scene dead. It was just Will in pain. I was like, pfft, even if I didn't know, that is not enough, confirmation for this to be correct. I was like, not happening. Nope. And then Jem is brother Zachariah. I think we all kind of saw that coming, that he was going to be one of them. It was going to be Will or Jem, and I always kind of thought it was going to be Jem anyway, but Jem is brother Zachariah. And now when you read City of Lost Souls epilogue, you're kind of like, ha, I know what's going on. All like this heavenly fire going through Jace, because Tessa became an angel and she had heavenly fire go through her. So, I just want to read Heavenly Fire. I just want to have it in my hands, and I want to find out how Jem became human without Yin Fen poisoning. How? Obviously his brotherhood has been stripped from him. Fine, I can deal with that, but how did he get killed? Urgh. I love when Tessa becomes an angel and then she smooshes Mortman, and it's, I had such satisfaction in my brain imagining the smooshingness. I love that Will goes off and chases after Tessa, and it broke my heart when then Jem found out that Will did love Tessa as well, and I was just like, oh, this is so sad. Who else had a big whoop for the Henry and Magnus pairing? I just loved their inventions together, and it's amazing then you have them all to instruments and their inventions are in there. Will finally being able to propose to Tessa. Oh, that's so nice, and I liked how the book actually ended before the epilogue. And the little star mark, I liked that was explained, and it was just so cute and adorable. Now I'm going to talk about the epilogue. Now everyone naturally is going crazy and gaga and all over the epilogue, because the epilogue was just amazing. It was so sad. The epilogue just beat the living daylights out of my emotion bar. It just broke. It like shattered in a million pieces, because you have this broken boy with Will, and then in the epilogue you find out he's had a rich life and he's had babies, and Charlotte had her baby, and it made me so sad, because Cassie was so clever she didn't give him a young, untimely death that was like vicious. She gave him a loving death, with Tessa and Jem in both hands, and it just made me cry. I was just crying. I will admit, I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, no, I didn't cry, because I did cry. I cried bad time. It was beautiful and upsetting, and I was kind of like, oh, poor Tessa. Now she's got to live without love, and obviously Jem, she can't be with Jem, and then she's with Jem. She can be with Jem because Jem is human again. I like saying human, but he is human again, and it's gone full circle, and Tessa gets her time with Jem. Like, Jem didn't ever get his time with Tessa, and now he does. Fantastic. We can glean from this video, I really enjoyed Clockwork Princess. I loved every moment of it. I didn't feel like I had to rush through the book to try and find out certain plot bits. I was turning the pages really fast because I was really excited and enthused to get through it, but it wasn't it's a bit of a chore kind of read. So in all, it is fantastic, and Cassandra did so good. So I'd love to hear what you guys thought of it as well. That would be really exciting. Or if you want to talk more in depth about it, but you're worried about the spoilers, people in the comments, and feel free to message me or subscribe. If you want to hear some more videos, I'm hopefully going to upload a video about the new Mortal Instruments trailer and Divergent, because I'm reading that at the moment. So it'd be wonderful to hear from you, and I hope you enjoyed my first review and me getting all excited over Clockwork Princess.